Episode 33, and the three peppercorns are back.
I am back.
We're 33 episodes in, boys. What's going on?
No, we're touching shoulders. It's been a while.
I've not missed one episode.
Have I?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you have. You've missed a couple, Joe. Sorry, mate.
I've never missed a Gunners R Us or a peppercorn. I just podcast so much. I'm such a professional.
You do. You are such a professional. I feel like if we calculated the hours seen, I think I still pipped you a little bit, mate.
Yeah,
These past two episodes have, because me and Joe went for hour plus in both of them.
We did.
We were just podcasting just with like our hearts content, mate. We had the floor and we took it, you know.
I was interested because I watched them, like majority of both of them back on YouTube, not on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music. And Bruno, I feel like you flourished more without me here.
I flourish more without you in life, I think.
Okay, that's cool. That's a lovely thing. I hate that. But
I've missed this.
The thing is, I talk a lot, but I talk a lot because that's the point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if maybe we need to let Bruno kind of lead the way a bit more, because I mean, you did a fine job while I was gone, and I was sunning my neck in the Orlando skies
and face. Look at this.
Yeah, you are tanned. I do. We'll get onto the holiday, but yeah, I feel like when you're not here, I will step up as I do. They're definitely. I'm not going to lie, and right on cue. When I was editing these past two podcasts, I've had to edit out a lot of not gonna lies and hey and so.
Well, maybe
that happens as you go through catchphrases.
Yeah.
Well, the way I like to look at it is, you know, there would only be one hero of all time if he never stepped aside and allowed people to try and become heroes themselves.
True that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I stepped aside. You stepped up. You said I'm a lot, but I mean, I thought you did a fantastic job.
Last week's episode was fun.
Yeah,
it was good.
The Reddit thing, that was cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Out of interest, Joe, because I said to Joe before the podcast, do you have a pepper or cornet? And he said, yeah. And I said, what was yours last week? Because it was the last one, wasn't it? It was the football tribalism one.
Yeah.
And I said, what was Bruno's? And did you have one last week? Yeah, guys, he said the same.
I thought I couldn't remember one. Off the top of my head, I couldn't remember.
You go down into the old little captions on YouTube, you'll be able to see if there's pepper or cornets.
Yeah. Do you know what I was surprised at as well is the quality of the picture that I had on that beach last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I did it, I couldn't see great because obviously it was on 5G and it was really sunny. So I was like, but when I watch it back, you can see every bead of sweat. I'm like, I was drenched.
I may have done you a little bit of a disservice there, but I did color grade it a little bit. I softened it up a little bit, like as I normally would.
But it's good because you showed the truth, you know, the truth of my issue, which
Sparkling does, yeah.
Sweating.
You were sweating your off, yeah.
I was. And when I pointed at Lou, I was doing this. And in my head, I was like, I don't know if I'm near him or whether you can even pick him up. You picked him up fine.
Yeah, we appreciate it, though.
But I got him on the show twice, just.
Hell yeah.
Kind of. Forced him down one.
Yeah.
Second one, I'm fairly sure thought it was a FaceTime, didn't know it was a podcast. Never told him. So, hey, yeah, first one I finished and he was literally cooking us food. And all I thought was, this is the worst possible time. The only time he cooked food, the whole time I was there, realistically, was that one time.
Was that eggs and
during
bagels?
That hour.
Oh.
And I literally, I finished the pod and I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. And then he lingered. He went outside and I shut the door behind him. And I went, do you want to jump on the podcast? And he was like, what? And then I had it up before he could even say no.
Mate, I feel like what went down in the group chat today, you over communicate sometimes to a fault, but other times you just don't communicate enough.
Well, it's because sometimes you know what I mean. You got to ask for forgiveness, not permission. You know what I mean?
Hey, I do appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
I would have really not been happy if I hadn't got him at least on one.
Yeah.
And I kind of gave him you two, but again, like the fact that we were even driving during the second one. And we didn't drive for longer than 20 minutes ever the whole holiday, except for that 1 hour where I was like racing to get to the beach. And then when I got there, I thought, they got to be still going.
Yeah, we were.
I had to burn my feet as well, so I was in a lot of pain.
We almost had to stop ourselves. We could have gone all night.
Yeah.
We got cut. The first one we got cut off.
Why?
Because it
we did
after a certain time.
Oh, you found out?
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
It was literally as I was about to say. You know when you finish and say, Bruno, I got something to tell you.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say what I was about to say to Bruno, and it cut off for us.
Yeah. I like that Bruno I got something to tell you. I like that.
Is that what we normally do?
Definitely not, but I like it. I think I like that more than what we do. I usually say F you, Bruno. But I like it better when I go, Bruno, I got something to tell you. And then
I got something to tell you.
Hey, Bruno, I got something to tell you. We should really
I like that. I like that. Should we get into the Hollow Bobs then?
Yeah, I think we should. Do you guys have any questions?
We did pick it up in the first episode, but that you were away. How was raw dogging for 12 or so hours?
I can tell you two things. I'm going to talk about the flights because I think this is what people actually want to hear about. On the way, I was pretty certain I was going to raw dog because I always raw dog. And professional, some would say. But my head was, I had a couple of podcasts I wanted to listen to. But other than that, I would just stare at that thing, that's not purebred.
Yeah, obviously, other than the Peppercorn Boys.
Yeah, obviously.
What's more raw dogging though? Because you sent us pictures that you were watching live feeds from the top and the bottom of the plane.
Yeah.
Is that more raw dogging than the map?
I think it's probably less.
It's the same. Yeah.
It's so entertaining. I mean, it's such a good TV show. Because you're just watching clouds. The GoPro thing on the top of a New Virgin plane is very fun.
Yeah.
Because it just seems surreal. And watching the tires come out on landing and thingy is terrifying. Yeah, it really puts a realism to it that makes you go, well, we're in trouble.
It does. It's I don't like the slight delay it has.
Yeah, you hear it happening. You're like, they're not coming out. They're struggling. So I think I listened to a podcast, but other than that, I did nothing for. It was 9 hours, so it felt quite.
Yes.
Yeah, it felt quite long.
I can never quite sit and watch stuff on planes. I fidget.
Yeah,
I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done with the inboard entertainment for planes. It's too small and stuff like that. I'd rather get maybe my iPad out, or you can crack down a couple of podcasts in that time. And when Fortnite comes to iOS, I could play Lego for 9 hours and be happy. So
we've come a long way, though, haven't we? Because like back when we first went on flights in the 80s, it was like one screen. And it was one film, and everyone had to watch that one film, and you couldn't stop it.
And there was still smoke in the air.
There was.
No, don't do that. We've heard this one.
There was smoking on board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had one screen. I remember it was Karate Kid, and like the original. And it was one screen everyone had to watch. Then it went to everyone has a choice with their own screen. Now I feel like people just bring their own stuff now. Like you don't even watch the screen. You have, like you said, iPads, phones. There's so many options now that you can pick. You don't even have to determine what's on there.
My first flight was potentially 20 years after your first one.
Joe, I don't know if you went before this, but Orlando, was that your first flight?
Yeah, you were on it.
I was on it, yeah, but I was 6 months old. But that was 89. It was 1989.
All right, you had me by 17 years. My first one was like 2005, 2006.
Was that Australia?
Yeah.
That wasn't even
by the way, what a mad first journey.
Orlando wasn't even my first flight. I went to...
Where'd you go, Guernsey?
No, I went to like Tenerife, Lanzarote when I was like 3.
Mate, he was just absolutely having it.
Such a baller. Were you raw dogging it then?
I had no choice. I don't think there was anything.
Joe was a big vomiter as well back then. Trigger warning.
I tell you what, I was an entertainer before my time as well, because apparently when we used to go to Tenerife, there'd be a live band playing in the main room.
On the airport?
No, in the main room of the hotel where everyone was sitting. Right. I'd get up and dance on everyone's tables as a 3 or 4 year old.
What was the cartel back like in those days, mate?
Huh?
Didn't go for any walks in the mountains or anything, did you?
Absolutely not. That's awful. That's awful.
Oh no.
That's not a joking matter anymore. What I was going to say though, the flight on the way was a New Virgin plane, whatever. I listened to one podcast and then I played that, like Wordle. There was an American one, so the words weren't real words. They copied our language, obviously.
They removed letters and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Lissy and I had a very good time for the last about hour, just playing that. But other than that, we didn't do anything. The flight back might have been a plane from 1989. It was maroon.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, maroon seats, like the old, like, hatched ones.
Yeah.
Nothing cleaned. There was fingerprints everywhere. There was, like, old lollipops from the last flight stuffed in the thingy.
Quick turnaround, was it?
Yeah, and the TV was the one that has the remote that's attached to the thing. And it was so janky. There were people complaining that my headrest isn't moving. She was like, it goes up, it doesn't come off. And he was like, could you lift it up for me then? Because I can't. And she just tore it off and like put it in the room. And I was just like, what's happening?
That's a proper flight, that.
It's I don't know what it is, but I had that when I flew back from Orlando last time. Going out there, plush new, everything absolutely swanky. Coming back, it's like they where do all the nice planes go?
They assume because it's nighttime, all the lights are going to be on. Everyone's going to be asleep.
Yeah. In all fairness, on the way there, you can't even get a podcast in sideways because they want to give you 30 meals. I don't know what if it's that time of day. I had lunch, dinner, supper. I had a nighttime lollipop.
11 Z's.
Yeah. There was tea and coffee twice.
Yeah.
There was about 5 rounds of what they call like just
drinks.
Drinks.
Yeah.
There was one point where 2 young ladies got given the jackets and gave out love hearts. Yeah, and when I say young lady, I'm saying like 7, 8-year-olds that got to do it, and we all got to clap them. But I mean, you couldn't really get anything in because before they're gone, here they come.
I swear when we used to do
it was spawning at the end, I think.
When we used to do these flights, you'd have to wait ages before anything came around.
On the way back, I think they hardly fed us. Everyone by the end was like, I don't know what's happened. Like everyone was panicked by the end.
It's like you're going back to Britain. Like you've had your fun now. Yeah. Like we're getting you back ready. Like acclimatizing you.
The air pilot goes, we're landing in Heathrow, London. The weather is 13 degrees. And the guy next to me goes, oh, brilliant. Like what he did, me and Lizzie can sort of...
Didn't we have a flight once where the flight attendant showed us where they sleep at night as well?
Yeah. Up in that little dark room, isn't it?
Real cozy up there.
Very cozy.
I think, because I've watched Red Eye since, I like their little cabin stuff that they have. But theirs is like a triple-decker on Qantas or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They've got beautiful bunks downstairs on their one.
Yeah, when they showed us, we could only poke up. I mean, it was like the door at the back, and you just kind of like 2 stairs or whatever, and you popped over. It looked like Giles's garage. That's what I described it. Pitch black. There was Polaroids everywhere of the past.
Jack Daniels bottles.
Oh man, I miss those days.
Well over half our life ago, that.
Oh,
yeah.
That was 19 years ago.
I want to know why they're sleeping, these flight attendants, on that flight, though, because that's their work hours.
It's a long work day, isn't it? Cause
it's a very long work day, Joe.
They're doing like an hour to the airport, like, and also doing
basic rights, mate. Yeah.
They're on the night shift there, aren't they?
No, that's day shift on the way.
No, I mean on the way back, like on the night flights. That's their night shift.
Yeah, but they don't have to do anything for like 3-4 hours in the middle when we're sleeping.
They should be doing something.
They should sleep.
They should do something.
This guy.
They've got, mate. They're getting their day is quite long.
It's very long. We got on the little. We parked a parking space that was 5-6 minutes away.
Yeah,
supposedly, because the first time
you got a shuttle.
We got a shuttle, and we got on with the crew, and all we were told was go to like bus stop 16, and look for terminals 2 and 3 car park. Well, we're like, okay, cool. As we get there, a bus pulls up, the crew get on, it says terminals 2 and 3. We're like, perfect. We drive for about 7-8 minutes, and we go, and like there's a big road, and I'm like, there's our car. I can see it. I was like, at least it hasn't been nicked or whatever. We go driving, we think, probably doing the old loop around, there's probably a couple car parks. We go about 2.5 miles down the road. I'm thinking, we haven't even turned around yet. We go.
You get into Staines? Do you get on the one to Thorpe Park?
No, we pull up into a car park, and then people start getting off, and we're about to exit that car park. And Lissy and I are the last 2 left. And this woman, who it's her first day, and I'll say English isn't her first language.
Okay.
She goes off, and we went. Our car's in the next car. And she goes, nah. And I went, no, we have to. So we're parked in the next one. She goes, nah, wrong bus. And we were told to get on this bus. She goes, that's weird. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, and then she just opened the doors and looked forward. And we were like, oh my God. So we grab our bags, get off. Yeah. We check on our phone. We're 2.5 miles from our car. So we walk it for 45 minutes back to our car.
Shut up! You didn't. No, you didn't.
Because we were stranded. There was nowhere to go. The only thing we could have done was get on another bus that goes all the way back to the terminal to find a new bus, which would take about an hour.
No.
So we technically saved time, but my God, did our glutes hurt.
You got your steps in, though.
I'll say this. Lizzie wasn't chuffed. We're walking up motorways with flames coming up next to us.
You can't walk 2.5 miles.
We did at Reading Festival once.
We did, and also I did it literally on Friday.
I know. Bless Lissy, man.
Yeah,
bro,
with a roller.
come on.
That's interesting.
Nah, because
you're
making the decisions.
We had nothing else. I thought about calling an Uber, but it was like a motorway, so there's nowhere to pick us up.
Surely they could have picked you up at where they dropped the people off.
You had to get a ticket to get in the car park. So we had to walk to get out of the car park. But the car park was like 2 acres.
Yeah.
So it took us a while. And there was only one exit, so you had to go out the back to walk all the way around to get to the front. So we were only about 10 feet ahead of us, but it took about 20 minutes to even get there. It's really cool.
Bless, mate. Bless.
Yeah. I hate when you say bless.
I tell you that. I said that about flight attendants, but that is one of my dream jobs.
We had to discuss it. I couldn't think of a worse job.
I couldn't think probably of a worse job. I like the jet setting thing. Yeah,
sounds quite fun.
Nah. Joe would suit it, to be fair.
Yeah, he would. What would that be in that?
I couldn't do it.
He's like,
no, I'd have to get in the character.
Apple juice or orange juice stuff.
Yeah. I'd have to be clean shaven with some nice spiky hair or something.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna love to see Joe in a flight attendant character.
Yeah. Next week he's going to be in a full virgin outfit, but fully shaved and slicked back short hair.
Yeah.
He's mac and cheese or the fish for you, sir. No worries.
How's your food? What was the food
on the
like?
way on the new plane? Gorgeous. It was like a 5-star restaurant. I got mac and cheese. I'll say this: mac and cheese sounds a lot more appealing than when they say like chicken and tomato sauce or something. You're like,
yeah.
They're like vegetables. You know, mac and cheese. I thought you can't get that wrong. It's just gonna be bad mac and cheese. And it was fine. On the way back, didn't eat one thing.
Was there options?
Yeah, she kept coming over. I was like,
yeah.
Every time she asked,
I haven't
stop.
I haven't eaten on a plane in a long time, actually.
What I usually do is I buy like a grenade bar.
Get Subway on there.
Something else. Yeah, I buy a couple things before and I just bring them on. Usually bring like a Gatorade just to avoid the aircon illness you get afterwards. Just like hydrate as much as possible. The flights didn't really bother me this time. On the way back, those seats. I don't know how people used to sit in the 80s or something whenever this plane was built. But now the seats are a bit like this. And you can get comfortable like that. These ones had like an arch to them where you were like that, and then the headset was here. So I didn't get to try and sleep like this. And it was honestly, we paid for like an upgrade, but not big upgrade, just like we pick a seats. Because we were in a row of 4. And I was like, I don't want to be sat in these chairs like this next to 2 people. Because I was in the middle seat on the way. I wanted to go against the wall, so I could go against the wall, Lizzie go against me, and we're fine.
Yeah.
But the way they made those planes, I mean, you couldn't even get your head. You were like,
went through it in the 80s.
Yeah, it was rough. But I slept for like 20 minutes.
You need to be really careful. So when you're booking flights and you're picking like the return one, if you look at what the flight number is, you can see what type of plane it is. So you can do that sort of due diligence.
On the way, what we did was, because we've had so many issues with visas, like the lines, not our visas, we picked basically the top of economy, the front ones with a slightly bit more legroom, where the exit's here. So when we got off, and the flight we went on the way was 385 people. I've never seen a flight.
Wow.
And so we got ahead of, other than first class, 300 plus people. And we just walked straight through. Nice. So it was the easiest.
Were people running? So I know people like to run.
Yeah, people did have a good run. People do. Airports will wind you. I don't know how the boys do it every week.
Yeah.
The way in which people act is mad.
Yeah. Grabby. Mimi.
Yeah, they because they're roller bags, they don't realise they're like also like 5 feet longer.
Yeah. And
they just stop and you just.
Yeah.
I don't mind the custom queue as much because you pretty much do get through it when in enough time that you go get your claimed baggage.
Yeah.
But if I was you, I would try and get to the front of that queue, get out of that. airport and get into that humidity as quick as I can.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like it. The only reason I did do that was the last time we went to Orlando, which was last July. It was a 4-hour wait in the visa queue, and it just destroyed us. It just made us feel so like.
You start to wish you weren't.
But the one before
we
walked through. This time we walked through, so I don't know what. It's just luck, I guess.
It's stuff. I think it's stuff. I think it's at the time of day when they think that the people are coming through, but man, Americans don't have together, do they?
It wasn't quite the same as you when we used to go. We were quite scared of it.
Yeah.
He just comes up and he goes, and I go like, "You're right, man." And he's just like, "Yeah." He goes, looks at the thing. He goes, "Yeah, look into the camera." And he goes, "Yeah, cool. Have a good time." Like, it used to be like, "Why are you here? Where are you staying?" All this stuff.
Yeah.
Orlando is one of the friendlier ones.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It's not as bad.
They get a lot of tourists.
Let's go to like Iowa or something.
Yeah, let's just put it in. I went to Philly and it was aggressive, but it wasn't really questionable. But again, it was WrestleMania time, so they're probably expecting a lot.
Yeah.
My flight was only WrestleMania time. So
Yeah, it would be a lot more questionable now, I think.
yeah. Yes, very very nice segue there. Before, we're probably going to get to that, but the last thing on the holiday, I was just going to say, as of last night, they had a lightning bolt hit the road, and it burst a mains water
main, yeah.
And then someone drove into a pylon.
Did they?
Yeah, so all of it's out.
No elect, no water. That's absolutely what you want.
Exactly.
You time coming home, right then?
Right. Well, they couldn't even get into their lane for a while. If you want to see a picture of that, go to Kelly Kincaid WWE on Twitter, because she put a big picture up. Other than that, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I obviously wouldn't say on here, and there's a lot of stuff that is probably good entertainment on here. But we fixed a pool.
Yeah.
Saved about $500 on that.
There's a fun picture of you guys doing that as well.
There is a fun picture of us doing that.
Nice.
We found a formula where you tread on each other's back just so you can get some purchase on those screws. Which I wouldn't recommend doing.
Yeah, I'm sure the WWE wouldn't be too proud of you doing that.
No, it wasn't anyone from WWE. It was Lewis Howley. You put your thumb up when you want to come up. I think that's pretty
foolproof.
That's foolproof. Went to the beach, went to Dave & Buster's, went to Hooters. I think we're maybe beyond Hooters. That's what I've learned.
Well, it's past, is it?
Because they had a Bruno, you would like this. There was a quiz.
I love a quiz. What type of quiz was it? Was it just like a general knowledge type?
Yeah, general
pub quiz. Excellent. I'm there. Wings and quiz, mate. Oh.
That was the name of the quiz as well. Was it? No. But I'll say this. One, they have very nice caps in there that I think I should have got.
Okay.
Taps?
Caps.
Okay.
So the ones that don't necessarily look like Who's caps, but you... Like,
is it a dad hat with an orange owl on it?
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a hat.
But I'll say this. They wander around in the middle with a microphone. And they essentially shout questions at you. But one of them was, and you guys can never get to this, who won the FIFA World Cup in 1966? And I'll repeat that. Who won the FIFA World Cup?
The FIFA would throw me off.
Yeah, and they're hosting in 2 years, mate. Come on.
Yeah, I'll say this. The guy that responded to that looks like Bruno with a shaved head. And he went, FIFA, love, FIFA. And she went,
to be fair.
And then she did it again, and he went, I said FIFA. And then I was like, I'm out, I'm leaving, and I left.
Orlando I Drive Hooters. It's pretty much we got a 50% population of English there, so they've got to know their P's and Q's
it might be more, actually.
I say there's some good quiz names, though.
Yeah. Was that?
Okay.
Yeah, the person who was winning at the time that I left was Quizzy Rascal.
I feel like we have that. We've been to pub quizzes that have that already. So I need new stuff because at the moment we're the Three Stooges and Bruno, which is
that's not a good one.
Horrendous.
Quiznos, but nose is KNOWS.
That's nice. I like that.
Oh, all right. I like that.
I don't think English people would know what a Quiznos is though.
I got the next one in August, so
he does quizzes like we do wrestling bookings. Somehow he makes more money. Yeah, so we left that and went to Old Reds, which is a bar, which I suggest everyone should go to.
I like that. Yeah.
That guy's singer was really good as well. Because we wanted the band that we saw last time, because I follow them on Instagram.
Yeah.
And the day before we went there, I just checked their Instagram to see if they were playing. and they were playing the 2 days that we got there, and then the next 2 weeks, the day after we left.
Oh my gosh.
They were playing like Disney Springs and Vegas, because there's one in Vegas now, there's one in Nashville and one in Orlando.
That's Blake Shelton's place.
Yeah. And all the bands go around.
That's cool.
Luke Bryan's got one now, hasn't he? In that, but he's only got one. I think.
Yeah, Nashville.
What's that, Tennessee?
Do they have live music every night?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'll probably eat there about 5 times in October.
Do we have line dancing?
You can do what you want. There was a couple that came in that were just ballroom dancers that danced.
I want the ones that I see on TikTok. I want the groups of people like going at it.
Oh yeah.
The first time we went there, it was you couldn't when we went with Sam, aka Kit Wilson.
Yeah.
The Kitster. Mr. Wilson, however you want to say it. We couldn't get near the stage. It was that busy all the way to the back. The whole room was like that busy. This time we managed to get a seat, and it closes like 10. The last 15 minutes, there was a ballroom group, like couple that were like 55, 60. They came in and did dance. They had like ballroom bag with them. So they were just walking around bars and dancing to live music.
That's cool.
They came in and danced on this thing, and there was about 6 of us at the bar like this, and just listening. That was the whole room. There was something really nice about it because they were singing, and the guy on there was quite a known guy from Nashville, and then the other guy was a local guy who had never performed with him. But on last minute needed a second guitarist, and he just jumped on the booking.
Oh wow!
So they never played together, but these guys are so talented because we found this with the other one. You can suggest pretty much any song, and they'll do it. Yeah, no worries. And if one of them doesn't know, he'll go play C, and while he's singing, he's like, "Hey, hey, hey!" And you can see him off mic, B, B, B,
calling it in there,
literally calling in there.
I like that.
But there's a nice jam to it because one of them sang more country, one of them sang more like rock and roll type stuff. But
yeah, I like that mix. To be fair,
it's a really good bar. Though. It just feels nice. But when it's busy, there is a particular. I think if you went on like a Friday night, Saturday night, we were on a Wednesday night.
I remember that for when I'm there.
Tuesday night. We're on a Tuesday night. But no, I love it.
Joe, you need to get in there on the pop-in nights.
On a weeknight.
I have another story as well. Bruno, have I told you anything about Dave & Buster's since I've been back?
No.
Okay, so downside, 8 years, I had to retire my card.
Why?
It's all touch now, no swipe a lot of the time.
Oh.
And my guy's not a touch guy. And I've used that in New Orleans, Orlando, Philadelphia.
You don't transfer what you got on it?
If you went up with it, they can swipe it and you could use whatever was left on it. But I think I had like 300 tickets on there and no coins or whatever, but I can't refresh it. So I got a new card, which is a touch point. And I put like $50 on. I ended up with 3,000 tickets.
Ooh!
I could have got a massage gun.
Oh!
But I ended up getting nothing. I'm going to hold them out. I'm going to try and collect some. Try myself under a car. Do you know what I mean? Something like crazy. You know the game you love? This is why I bring it up. The Red Balls.
Yeah.
It said kind of like needs assistance or something. And I went over to it and I was like, I love playing it. It didn't look broken. It just said needs assistance. So I tapped it. Had a little go. Got like 47 out of 50. As soon as I finished, it just rained balls.
Okay.
And I was like, ugh. And then the tickets went 500. And I went, wow. So it stopped. And it stopped because it was so loud and stuff. I was like, and it stopped. No one walked over. Tap. Got like 30 out of 50. I was like, this can't work twice. And I was like, 50. I go to Lou, give him the old, like, yeah. I was like, Lou, have a pop on that. And he was just like, touched it a couple times. He's like, 500 came through, and we were all looking around now. I've tapped it again. I mean, I got 1,500 tickets from that thing.
Hell yeah. You reckon to still be doing that when I'm there?
I went there 2 days later, and I went straight to it, like, and it was fixed. And I was like,
I could just get those 500 tickets, the bonus, like that, mate.
I know you could. I think Kenny was very good at there's one where you like pull a thing back and let go of it, and it shoots this little Jeep up like a ramp.
Angry Birds?
No, you kind of the Jeep kind of travels, but the high scores that you have to kind of get it to stop on the high score.
Oh, I like that.
And she got it straight away 500.
Wow.
Is there anything better than an arcade?
Honestly, I had the worst wings I've ever had in. Which but I think it was on me. I chose rub, not sauce.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you idiot.
And they came out like horrible chicken tendies.
Yeah,
like
mate,
someone had like bagged, like someone had mashed up some Pringles, poured them on some chicken tendies, and it was so flavoursome. And I was like,
that's user error, bro.
Yeah, I just tried something, and I tried wrong.
sometimes you fail, mate, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
You're not wrong.
Hey, you had Kelly Kincaid in an arcade, so
underscore WWE on Twitter. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so did that. I like the ring toss, the clown thing. Yeah. Some of those.
Oh, you're a fan of the clown one?
Yeah, you just knock out the little clowns.
Yeah, yeah, get them down.
Yeah, I like them. But no, I enjoyed that. Other than that, I did pitch. What was that thing I did?
You did Top Golf.
I did Top Golf. I've never done Top Golf.
Yeah, mate, you need to sort out. You're hunching over so much. Baseball bat.
Baseball bat, is that what you said?
You're like it's a hockey type, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what, my swing?
Posture up.
I'll say other than
Happy Gilmore swing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'll say this. Kelly had the best swing.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Lou just lifts, like, he basically jumps in the air when he hits it. So there's a lot of movement going on. Lissy, I think I came bottom first game.
Yeah.
And Lou came top, and then we switched. You came bottom, I came top. But Kelly and Lissy were like right up in there.
Lissy did well.
She did really well because what she was doing, she knew she could smash it. So she was looking at the ones that are like.
She was, yeah.
And she was giving the old pitch in, and she was getting them in every time.
Nice.
I hit the back wall though. That's what I was playing.
Did you?
That's what I was planning.
Happy Gilmore.
That's the big point.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
It was dead like an arrow. Yeah. Did that on the 7-iron.
Whoa! Yeah. I don't know what that means.
It's only like 250 yards. Not even that. I think it's like 200 yards. It's not a big.
No, it'll be 250.
You get some long-necked Americans come in there and just power drive over the back window, like just dead straight. He's like 7. He's like, yeah.
I like Top Golf, especially in Orlando as well. It's got a nice little vibe to it.
Yeah, there's a humidity to it. I'll say that.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But no, I enjoy it. I've never done it. We did that other one, the little pitch and putt type place.
Yeah.
The pitch stroke or something. I don't know what it's called.
I've not been there or seen that.
It's like a cocktail bar, but it has like mini golf.
Okay.
But it's not crazy.
Okay.
A pitch and putt, but smaller.
Were you going around with a pitching wedge and a putter, or just a putter?
No, just a putter.
So it's like swingers or like the over here, which is pretty much just like mini golf, but you're allowed alcohol and drinks. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a bit fun. That was the hottest I've ever experienced in my life since Arizona.
It was proper hot when you were over there, though.
Yeah, Lissy and Kelly lasted about 6 holes and then said, we're going in.
I think, that's sensible.
Lou and I went around both 36 holes and then did about 40 minutes of ping pong.
Oh.
Yeah, which was quite nice, to be fair.
I still need to play pool with him.
Yeah, I've not played pool with him. I don't know if he's decent.
I think a little bit to him. You feel like
I'll lose a decent amount of games of FIFA to him. I'll say that.
No apologies, though.
Well, no. I should have done about 3. The year before, we went to it where we do it about midnight to about 3.
Yeah.
And he won probably 95% of them.
Jeez.
But I started like a couple good games and then it just went out the window.
How does he play? Like, what's his tactic?
I'll say this, and this is what will get him belly laughing if you bring it up. His press is like a fire.
Hell yeah.
That's how I get away from. At one point, he had a one-man press going on. I couldn't get out of my back, like my thing.
That's what I like to do.
And he's like belly laughing while he's doing it. He dispossessed my goalie. He only had it for half a second, and he scored, and he couldn't stop laughing.
I like that press where you're flicking players constantly and just close it down. Yeah.
I couldn't get out. It was horrific.
It's all that be a pro you play. You don't know the 11, how to play the 11.
Yeah, he was good. I'd say I won 8 games and he won probably 16 to 20, somewhere in that mark. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't one-sided as last time, but I mean, the last couple of days, I think there was one game where I think he might have won 14-2.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's a heck of an apology you got to make there.
No, I didn't make any because he's a WWE superstar. And he didn't want to put salt in the wounds because that would have really hurt doing both. I tell you what, he did give me, and this is actually my first pepperoni cornet.
Is it?
All right.
Oh yeah.
Are we all right to do a pepperoni cornet, Bruno?
You don't have to ask my permission. Put it in.
Put it in. This name is sex tape. But the whole thing. You don't have to ask my permission. But put it in.
Pepper or cornet?
Pepper or cornet? Action figures.
Oh,
let's go.
Well, Kit Wilson and Elton Prince there.
Oh yeah.
That's two Elton Princes. I
Two
can
Elton
see.
Princes. One may or may not be going to his family. The other one is mine. There's a funny story behind this, actually, that I think I will tell.
Okay.
I don't know if it's nothing like bad. If you look at this picture,
Yeah.
see how he's got a little bit of stubble?
Yeah.
Nice. And if you know him, he likes to keep a little stubble going.
Yeah.
He's not too bad about it. And then look at the guy in there. Clean shaven, like, ooh, and then look, totally clean shaven. Have you ever seen Sam, Kit Wilson fame? Have you ever seen him with any kind of beard?
Oh, nothing. He's barebacking.
No, I don't think I have.
Quite clean shaven.
I've only ever seen all his face.
Yeah,
Has he got a beard on his?
On TV, have you ever seen him have a beard?
Nope.
His figure has a chin strap.
I'd be gutted about that.
How did that happen?
I don't know how
The
that's
chin
happened.
strap particularly as well.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
They got like that whole Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy thing going on, haven't they?
Yeah, they've tried to force it, I think. I haven't got a figure in a long time.
That is a lovely figure. You should go out and purchase
beautiful.
it as well. Go purchase it at any good toy store.
I mean, their gear is so iconic.
Yeah.
I need to get my hands on one of them.
Yeah. Look at those superstars they're in there with on the back. Look at that. Can you imagine being a part of that crew?
Oh.
Bruno Sammartino, Roman Reigns, Austin Theory, Rhea Ripley, Pete Dunne, and
that's incredible. I need that whole set.
Wow.
I need series 110.
Exactly. But action figures in general, I loved Hasbro's, LGN, those kind of things. I haven't done this in a long time.
I tell you what, I haven't always been a fan of the more modern action figures. I like the old school, like nostalgic ones, but I'm going to be honest, there's so much detail in these figures now.
It's very detailed.
I like it. I'm a big fan of action figures. I like collectibles in general.
We've done collectibles on Pepper Points.
I was going to say, you're getting so... This is so...
I can feel the phone warming then. Don't take collectibles. I've got another one, by the way.
The detail is unreal, though. Like that top,
I know.
The mesh top with the...
I need to get my hands in there, I feel like. Do you reckon I should do an unboxing?
Yeah.
Nah.
Mint box.
It's because I want to know if I can get that little top off.
You can't take it back. You can't take it back. Mint in box. You can't take it back.
I mean, as mint in boxes, hand carry-on can be.
Took a beat, though.
No, I just thought it was really cool. It was really just an excuse to bring up the fact that our friends have actual action figures. And I think that's really
insane. That's so cool.
Yeah, the fact they've got action figures and they're on a computer game, that's like bucket list stuff.
And we won't spend long on it, because I know we've been very close, but it was more of an excuse. And I've got a second one that's going to be coming up. But I'm going to pepper it just because I think this is so cool.
Yeah, big pepper.
Heavy pepper, yeah.
Heavy pepper. But no, he was showing me the action figure and Sam's action figure. It's just mad because apparently they don't even do face scans anymore.
Really?
This is how good the stuff is. They go off pictures.
Wow.
And videos.
What pictures did they? Maybe they should have done. Maybe they should have gone back. gone to proper scans to get Sam right.
Yeah, that is very true. And I mean, Lou looks more like me, I think, in the face there. He's got a dopey eye, I think. But I mean, the replaceable hands in that's a new feature, I feel like.
Yeah.
No, I just thought it was really cool. And I was mentioning how iconic their gear is. What did you guys think of me in Pre-Deadly?
I love that. I showed that to Lisa and she thought it was one of the Pre-Deadly ones.
So I had a comment on it saying, is that your next outfit for UPW?
I think I was going to say we should steal some of their gear.
Yeah.
And we should be like a janky, almost redneck version of them.
Yeah.
But I was going to say the name. Don't know if I can say it on here.
I'm interested.
Say it. We can bleep it, Joe.
Deadly.
I'll say this though, so many people comment, like 90% of people comment saying they thought it was just our new gear. They don't realise
it's theirs.
It's their gear. And I was just like, what? But I do like how we look I look, so I've seen you, in lime green.
That's really nice.
That's really popped.
I like the high waist as well, and the top that gets your man boobs.
I wonder how I pull off that gear.
You should try it on.
Do it.
At Christmas time, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on when I'm there.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't ask for permission on that one either. I got a very good laugh, and he was very excited to take a picture of it. When I put him on, I purposely chose the outfit I think I was the oldest.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently that is not just the oldest. It's still gear they wear every week for house shows if they're on house shows.
Is it?
So I couldn't have picked a worse gear, really.
Yeah.
Frequent gear.
Regular.
But he was like, nah, we're about the same size, so it's fine. We're not. But the gear is
He's been very nice.
It's
good. Yeah.
It's so thick, but those tops, because he was like, how do they feel? And I was like, I had this urge to pull them down.
Yeah.
And you know when you put a shirt on, it's stuck in.
Yeah.
I kept trying to but that's the end of it.
Yeah, it just stays there.
Weird, weird. But I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to experience. Cool. But I could have made a real snafu because I saw 3 or 4 bits of gear that haven't
been revealed.
If I put one of them on.
No.
Oh, you'd have been. Oh, yeah. True.
I feel like you can't break in someone else's gear. That's not nice.
Nah,
that's a faux pas. Feels like it's a faux pas.
I don't think Sam would like to put gear on.
That is a faux pas.
Yeah, Sam
definitely. I don't think Sam thoroughly enjoyed seeing you in that gear, but if that was Sam's gear, I think.
Oh my god!
He would never have worn it.
No, I mean, new gear.
They'd have to get new gear.
He would have burned it.
You keep that.
I say this. He made us smash burgers. Never.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah. And it was good. It's common knowledge, isn't it?
What?
Who is his other half is? Yes, that's common knowledge.
Hey, they can make a Love Island. Come on.
Yeah, you could have alumni. Was it
Stevie Turner?
Bobby
Tyler.
Whatever one you want to
use.
What's
their government name?
That was that. How did you see Punk when he messed someone over at Money in the Bank? I can't remember. And Michael Cole's right next to him, going, "Phil, what are you doing?" And he goes, "My job." And then it goes to an advert or something, and they had the conversation there. And he goes, "Government name." He's just like, got excited.
I like that.
Makes it more real.
Could I give my second peppercorn because it's actually based on last week's pod?
Okay.
I wish you'd stop asking, mate.
Just put it in.
Let's get in it. Come on. Just put it in.
Peppercorn asking for permission. We corn it. No, pepper or corn it. The beach. And the reason I bring this up is last week.
Leo was pretty good, to be fair. In that, it was a good 90s film.
I love that film, and I feel like I haven't watched it in about 15 years. And
I know. I feel like it might have to have another viewing.
I'll watch. Yeah.
Sorry, go for it.
So last week I said that the thunderstorm was rolling in.
Yeah.
It rolled into a point where lightning was hitting where we were standing for that podcast. About 10 minutes later, we sat around. We waited. There was a drink called the Shark. It might have been called the Shark Attack.
Shark
Attack. Had a shark head.
Nice.
I swear I saw one online where it's like it comes out and it's blue, and then there's a little shark floating in the top, and then if you tip it over, it's like it's yeah.
and then if you tip over one more time, little bits of fish like chum.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I don't want the chum.
I don't want the chum.
That's the second time that I feel like the title of an episode should have chum in it. Evil chum and I don't want the chum. Oh God, we need to talk about it as well. Bruno's Tory party, you're out. Anyway, I'll say this. The beach was lovely. It burnt my feet. I couldn't get sand out of myself for 3 days.
Yeah.
The sea's really nice.
Yeah.
Can't see what's underneath.
And you can't go in there.
Well, we found this out. So Lou and I had a theory. If you semicircle yourself with people.
Yes. Yeah.
Surely, probability-wise, they're not going to miss a load of people and get to us.
I've done this before when I've gone in the sea. I make sure people are further out than me. So if anything's coming in, I've got a barrier.
But they do also come in from different angles. And
they do, yeah. I like the semicircle approach.
Nope.
What's going on?
It's heightened apparently, but they've all happened in 1 foot of water.
Yeah.
So, but I'm assuming no one was in front of them.
No.
Because I think if you can make an offside trap ahead of you, probabilities are just better.
I tell you what, you were in the sea in America, 4th of July weekend, pretty much. You're trying to recreate Jaws.
Is Jaws set on July 4th?
Yeah. There's shark attacks on the beach. I watched it recently because I know this. There's shark attacks on the beach. July 4th's coming up, so the mayor needs July 4th to happen for business to happen, but there's shark attacks.
Right.
That's Jaws. That's basically
Jaws. And what town, city is that set in, Joe?
It's in Amity, which is Long Island.
Mate, I need you. I need you because in a pub quiz we had a couple weeks ago, it said, "What film is based in Amity?" And I was like, "The Amityville Horror."
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would have answered the exact same.
That does make sense.
The usually if the name's in it, they don't usually have that as the answer.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I would have answered the exact same. We just kind of kept it. There were some very
I like the offside trap.
birds that kept diving in, like to get to the fish.
Yeah.
But no, generally we had a good time. Played some football.
Nice.
That's hard work on that sand.
I like that. Yeah, I bet it is.
I taught Lou how to throw an NFL ball correctly, like me. Before you laugh, I was saying Bruno would like watching this because I'm teaching you something that he feels he can do better. And we brought it up. But look, I think Lou had some touch spirals by the end.
I tell you what, no one here can touch me on tipping those passes away from those receivers.
No, Joe didn't want to touch me.
You're good.
I just want to stop the receiver getting it.
You might be the only good white cornerback.
That is true. They're unheard of.
I'll take that. That's the name of the podcast.
I don't think that should be. But no, just the sand and stuff. And it's a mixture of you're burnt a little bit. There's sand on you, so every time you wipe, you pull sand across that burn. Yeah. And then when you walk to the car, you're trying to get like your shorts off because you're getting in a car. Yeah. And then the towel's wet. It's got sand on it.
Nah.
You try to put your. I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze.
I think the
idea. Do you know what
this
is?
On the beach.
What?
I feel like this is failure to prepare more than anything.
What, for the beach? What?
You can. There are ways that you can avoid all this stuff and kind of do it. I do agree to an extent. Yeah. It's a lot of hassle sometimes, but you can prepare a little bit better. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think I prepared for at least 3 days, and I still had the same issues.
Yeah, I think the beach sounds better than it is.
Oh, definitely. I think I could definitely get into some surfing. We did some wakeboarding, and there were some nice waves, and Lou's quite good at it. And he was getting like 50 yards worth of
nice.
You know, it was quite good.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to lightly corn the beach. I think I like the idea of the beach more than the beach itself.
I'm going to pepper the beach because I love going down there. Like, Ledge lives down in Christchurch, so we go down to that beach all the time. It's not as busy as Bournemouth because it's off the beaten path, but it's still a lovely beach. And I just, put me near water and big man is happy.
Right.
But yeah, I like it, and if you get that level of heat on the sand, I don't like. I remember in Miami we had that, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah,
but
can't get away
other than that, I like it, so I'm peppering it.
I love the like Joe said, I love the idea of it. I also still like the execution of it, but I think, like you said, you have to just be prepared for that type of day.
I like being on the coast. Like, I feel nice when I'm on the coast looking at the sea. But yeah, the idea of a beach day, like, for me is, I'm okay. I think I'm good.
I don't like beach days where you go down and you sunbathe for a bunch of time. That's not me. I like going down for a little activity, little in the sea, and then I want it to get to. Obviously, I'd love to have boats and jet skis and stuff, and like go out and do bits, and then come back in, and then the evening when it's like 6 to 7 o'clock, barbecue, and then just around a fire or something, going into the late hours, and then we just disperse. That's my dream of a nice beach day.
No, I love the idea of my barbecued food having sand in it as well. I'm gonna lightly corn it, but I do love the idea of it, and I think I could be persuaded with a very good beach day to heavily pepper.
If it was planned well.
Well, yeah, was that an indictment on Lou? Anyway, what's your pepper and corn?
Pepper or corn it? Pepper or corn it, following trends.
Okay. Beach, action figures. Following trends when you're over 40, but you want to be,
What's going on? What trends are we talking, Joe?
Just in general. Like, I'm quite a big curmudgeon when it comes to things like this. So I'm quite happy to go against the grain a lot of the time.
But is it fashion trends? Is it social media trends?
Any
is
of
it music trends?
Anything.
Oh, you're so broad.
Just getting on board. No, just getting on board with what everyone else is doing. Like, I'm a curmudgeon, so I'll purposely go against it. But there is something about when you do get on board with what everyone else is doing. You get like a warm, fuzzy feeling in your tummy a little bit. Like, yeah, you do. Like, every now and then, if I, like Prime, for example. Like Prime.
I thought you were about to say Prime. No, yeah, Prime, go on.
Like Prime, for example, is one of those. Like, the idea of picking it up in the shop, I'm a bit like, oh no, people are going to think I'm one of those. But when you're actually getting on board with it, there is something nice about doing what everyone else is doing as well. So, you know, anything like that, anything. It could be literally any kind of trend.
Yeah.
I think I'm all right with it. I think I'm fine. As long as I like the thing, I'm fine. I don't like, in Modern World, like, for example, we were on headset before this, me and Bruno played a game with Alex, and he, for real, and I brought this up before, said cap. And I mean, I didn't know I was on headset with a 14-year-old kid from Ohio somewhere.
No, I knew what I was doing there. I was doing it to Alex as a distinct audience because he says it.
He says cap.
Does he?
He does say cap, yeah.
He says bear loot as well.
Yeah. So I was saying it to him as an actual thing.
Yeah, like you're communicating.
If I say you're lying, I will never say that's cap. out of seriousness, I promise you that.
I'm dead serious. I feel better about it. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, like people use modern phrases.
Yeah,
sometimes I think there's a time and place for it, but same with all trends, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna NGL, mate.
Oh, good bang.
Honestly, all I heard there was he spelled out the word gel. But I don't know if
he said empty gel. I think he's out of hair product.
Empty gel.
I do pick up on
NGL.
Yes. I do pick up on what the lingo nowadays. And some of it I use, some of it I don't, because it sounds rank coming out of your mouth as a 35-year-old saying some of the words, but mate.
We should do an episode where we talk about what words are acceptable for us.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Don't follow trends because you're trying to fit in. No. Follow trends if you like them.
Yeah. Because there's something nice about going with the flow sometimes. Yeah. But I mean...
I think the years of curmudgeon and stuff, like you were a big curmudgeon. And I think we've all got a bit of a curmudgeon in us. But...
I like it.
Go on.
No.
I was just going to say, I think we've all got it in us. He's got it more, but I mean, I think those years are a little bit over. Do you know what I mean? I think if you like something, you like something. If you don't like something, don't bother.
Life's too short. And you use the word curmudgeon a lot in that sentence.
I'm sorry, but I used it once. Please put a little dolphin up when you're laughing. We did 5 questions back in the day, and when I wheezed, I put that horse up.
That still makes me laugh.
Yeah, when I get on the clipping side of it, I'll get it for sure.
Yeah, jumping on the trend, I'm going to just pepper it.
I'm peppering. I pepper trends because
I don't like pepper it.
I sent something in. Actually, it wasn't in the group chat. Actually, I did send it in the group chat later, but I sent it to you direct to the Gunners, mate, on TikTok. I want you to do that new trend that's come out. It will be hilarious. Yeah.
I was tempted to do it where it switches me and Joe, but it's the fighter pose. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Pick your kit.
Yeah.
I like that. I generally think it could get some traction.
Well, every time you told us to do a trend that's new, that we've already done good numbers, so I should probably listen.
Well, Bruno's very on it. Like, he knows stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, like he is genuinely a 14-year-old guy.
What's going on?
He is that guy. Sorry, I kicked everything. Yeah, Bruno is that guy. So,
but it's handy that he is, because we need him for this.
Yeah. I mean, inside his body, Bruno is Anna Kendrick's in Pitch Perfect. But I mean, outwardly, he's not, obviously, as you can see, he's not.
Probably the furthest thing from Anna Kendrick, but yeah.
That's the name of the podcast.
But inside, yeah.
Yeah. But inside, that's what you are. You're playing with cups and singing. I've on my own.
Mate, love it.
Have we done that? Okay.
I don't think Bruno's got one.
Bruno hasn't got one because he fails to prepare. Like when he goes to the week.
I 100% failed to prepare this week.
Yeah.
I was so over prepared for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's tired himself out hosting.
Exhausted. He's burnt out.
I couldn't do it.
He's not on it next week. He's like, give me 2 weeks and I'll be absolutely fine.
Anytime.
I was going to do my dog of the week, and my dog of the week this
Thank God, because we haven't had one for 2 weeks. Or
and our track record's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
The dog of the week this week is Hannah.
Yeah,
Hannah, and Hannah is a boxer cross.
I don't know. She's like a boxer, but the shape is a bit different.
But when you say boxer cross, what's it cross with?
We don't know. That's the thing.
Okay.
That's what people ask us at the rest all the time.
The problem with when they come from breeders is they breed with so many dogs. You're never 100% sure without doing a DNA.
Yeah.
But, I mean, imagine a boxer dog that's kind of got the fur of a Frenchie, but it's the size of a boxer dog.
But the stance of a pit bull almost.
And you'll be seeing the pictures already because I'll be sending them to Bruno. But she is in foster at the minute after being in kennels for nearly a year, I believe. She's terrified. Really? She's really scared when new staff members give her dinner. She won't eat.
Still nervous.
Still very nervous. But she's gone home with a member of staff.
She's going to be at my house in September.
She's going to be in Joe's house in September, unless she gets adopted before. She is honestly so nice. She just needs a loving home. She's currently in foster with another dog. So it's not out of the realms that you don't have to be with another dog. But she is gorgeous, as you can see from these pictures.
Aww. Go adopt Hannah.
Adopt Hannah. Hannah! She's a lovely dog.
Why until September, Joe?
So the member of staff is going away, so we're going to be looking after Hannah for a week, I think.
Okay, nice. I was going to... Yeah, you. I don't think you can foster any more dogs, Joe.
No.
It's too much.
Bruno keeps talking about Friday, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
He was thinking of buying a house just for that dog.
Please, someone. Yeah.
Once it's in your head, it's horrible, isn't it? Because that's what we find at work. Obviously, you're not seeing them every day, but when you do start to see them every day, there's levels in which you love the dog, and then you're like, it's now in my head, I might have to take you at some point.
He can't be here.
Then it hits a point where you go, it doesn't matter, I have to change my whole life to make this work.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen.
I'm nearly there now.
Yeah, it's quite scary. It's quite scary.
I thought I'd be so gung-ho that I wouldn't get a dog until it was the right time and I was there, but if he looks at me, I think I'm melted already.
Yeah,
so
he's such a gorgeous dog.
I feel bad that he's there right now.
I can't believe he's still there. Honestly, so a little second dog of the week. He's been on it before. One of the only ones that I've mentioned that hasn't gone is Little Friday. He's a gorgeous little cocker. He needs some boundaries. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And as you can hear in the distance, my dog, who definitely needs boundaries because he knows we're podcasting.
He rules the house now. And he's such a, I'm going to say he's a Tory dog because the stuff that you bought him back, he is a show dog.
I'd say he's a Republican.
He is a little kept dog now. He is.
I think he's the only dog that owns an apartment from Bass Pro Fishing Shop. So
I'll say this as well. On January 6th, I didn't know where he was. And then this past week he cried. So obviously big Trump supporter.
We didn't even get into
that. I take that back, by the way. Don't think that about my dog.
No, we didn't get into that.
No, we haven't talked about that. But I feel like maybe this is kind of a hint. Maybe we should start doing our conspiracy theory episodes soon.
Yeah. You need to wait for in person.
Yeah, true. But I feel like that could be in that conspiracy theory thing.
It's not out of the realms. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't say either way with confidence of what it is, but that was mental. When did that happen? Saturday night? Jesus.
Yeah. In real time to see history like that happening, because that's happened like twice before. Mm-hmm. It was mad. It was mad to be like, that's really actually happening.
Yeah.
I can't. My only point is, if it was a conspiracy or staged, that is an incredible gamble to take, seeing as the bullet that was meant for him killed another. So it's tough. I wouldn't put it past government. Like, we are just numbers to people. Yeah. But that is tough.
It's such a 1 in a billion chance of not just missing, but he turning his head that second and it just taking a little bit of his ear just seems so improbable that you almost can't believe it. But maybe it's just one of those craziest things. But I'm hoping, I think he's spoken now, but I'm hoping whatever politically people over there do, that he should use it to kind of bring the fact that maybe guns are dangerous.
Yeah.
That's never happening.
Never happening. But you should unite.
Never happening.
You should unite.
It should unite them, but it's pretty much guaranteed him presidency in November.
Oh, yeah. I think he was already going to when he. I've seen some of Biden's stuff, and it's a little worrying.
Yeah. I love seeing it. Generally makes me happy when I wake up on certain work mornings after big things have happened, like debates or something, or he's speaking. Like last week when he introduced Zelensky as Putin and he said Vice President Trump as Kamala Harris, it was barely.
Did you see the one where they slid the note and he read it out?
He read out what he wasn't supposed to say.
He's sounding negative or something.
It was like act surprised or something.
Yeah, they were like, act more positive, you're getting down or something, and he wrote it, he just said it out. That's good stuff.
They've both definitely gone in slightly different directions at this point.
The thing is, though, I remember listening to Delia's pod back in the day. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. He used to play Biden clips and then make jokes out of it because he would be like, and then we're gonna, put a ruling into effect, and the matter of fact, there's a fly. There's a fly.
I remember this.
But he wasn't as bad as he is now.
No, it's getting worse, but he's been like this for.
Yeah. 4 years ago, his speeches were pretty decent, to be fair. That's what pretty much won it for him.
I don't understand why their two options are as old as they are.
It's mental.
It's mental. Those two people.
In that extreme, yeah.
I think RFK is close to probably being one of the next presidents, I think.
Was that like is that like in real life or something? Is that what you're trying to say then?
No.
Not gonna lie.
It's because they always go to him as RFK. It's Robert Kennedy Jr. or something, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a couple of seconds during how he was talking. It was a bit like a Biden speech.
Yeah, a little bit.
See that? He lost his train and he just...
Hey, I was doing the Biden way before Biden, all right?
Yeah, you were.
He just made it popular and mainstream, all right? He followed my trend and he made it mainstream.
Exactly. And also for this episode, shout out Sammy, the general, because she listens to every episode, watches every episode, and she keeps giving me little feedback. She said she enjoyed last week with you two and me popping up. But she watches every single episode, so shout out.
Hey, the general and you got some proper issues, mate.
I keep straightening my legs out really aggressively.
You got some issues, bro.
Look at my hair.
We're 33 episodes in and you're acting like a rookie.
Yeah.
I want the audience and the general especially to put down in the comments I'm
positive. You're sounding like you're training up.
We're the type of guy that was Biden in before Biden.
Yeah, pause for a fact.
Put down in the comments what you want us to talk about and any funny Reddit stories or subreddit stuff, because I'll happily read those out like I did last week. That was fun.
Yeah. Can you imagine if someone tried to get Joe with his ears pinned back? They would just whistle past. He wouldn't even taken any kind of...
slice of my mullet.
I know. He managed to take just half shield off a Trump. You'd have taken nothing off of him. So listen to iTunes and Spotify, 5-star review. Make your friends. Let your friends know. Do you know what I mean? Give them all the details and send them over. And if not, send them over. We have a TikTok. We do. The Peppercorn Boys. Get following that and ready for the content that's coming on that. And on YouTube, best thumbnails in the biz. I've really enjoyed the last few, especially the one that got Lou in there. You and Joe with the Reddit stuff, I thought was really nice. Make sure you go give that a subscribe, give it a like, and watch all the videos. Watch them through. Put a playlist on. Just let them play, even if you don't listen to it.
The videos are set up 2 playlists, so just put one on and go for it, all right? Just go for it.
Let it roll.
Exactly. But is anyone else got anything to say?
No, I think we covered it.
You, Scott.